Hey guys, it's Tyler from World of Tech. Today's episode we're going to be doing an update video on our Windows versus Mac. Or as some would say, Mac versus Windows or PC. Um, Clear things up real quick before we get on to this. This is actually a remake of the original video I did. The first one YouTube had cut off at 8 minutes and it was 12 minutes. And I'm allowed to upload past 15 minutes, so I'm redoing this video, unfortunately. But oh well, it's for you, the viewers. And to prove my point to John. And real quick, another clear thing to clear things up: a PC is not a Windows. It is actually a personal computer. So a Mac is a PC. A Ubuntu is a PC. Windows can be a PC. Just want to clear it up. I did take notes because this is actually kind of a response video to Jonathan's video, but at the same time I want to do a little update video. If you browse over here on the side, click on our World Tech channel, go to our page. Of course, you didn't click on the yellow button that says subscribe. You need to do that. Rate, comment too. But anyways, you go through there. We did post a video probably a couple years ago on Mac versus PC is what I had titled it back then. But now thinking about it, it's really should have been Mac versus Windows. But oh well, that doesn't matter. Sorry, my phone keeps going off because I get messages from John. Well, more like he sends it to my YouTube and then I get messages. Anyways, let's get on with the show. And no, this isn't a talk down video on him. It was more like a tech from a tech. Just to clear things up. His points were not valid. Weren't good enough to me at least. And of course James, who is someone who's going to be helping us here on World of Tech, he's going to be helping us here, so eventually he'll be on the channel. Also, a couple videos real quick before we start this is we're going to do a tour of a room. It's going to be updated. You can see it over here somewhere. We did a video a couple months ago, maybe a year. And of course we are going to do an Android video, an Ubuntu video, and whatever else video I can think of because I forgot it. Anyways, let's get on. John had wrote that not all programs on PC were good, not even trial programs, but all Mac works great. And that is exactly quote from quote what he said. Personally, a trial program is going to have restrictions. None of it's going to be perfect. None of it's going to be amazing. I mean, yes, some actually trial programs are just as good as the paid version. I believe MIRC's one, they have a trial version, or you can pay for the paid version, but it's still the same. The only thing that's different is the free version has an annoying pop-up that says, please buy MIRC. That's it. No biggie. I believe WinZip or something, or no, WinRAR, yeah. WinRAR has pretty much the same thing. You just, it's a message. Oh well, I'm willing to deal with that. But anyways, really any Mac program is going to be ideally the same to a Windows computer. You know, program-wise, it's going to be the same. You name something on a Mac, I'm more than likely going to be able to find it on Windows. And it may not be called the same, it may not perform exactly, but ideally it's going to do the same thing I need it to do. Just saying. Another thing he said, he likes Mac because it came with iMovie, and I believe iSnap and something else. But really, Windows comes with Windows Movie Maker. Yes, I know a lot of people who watch this who are Mac fans may laugh upon that, but Movie Maker is actually a very easy but yet professional movie editing software out there. If you know how to use it, you can make iMovie easy. You name it, and I could probably remake it in Movie Maker. I mean, yeah, it'll take time to get to that area of perfection to iMovie people, but I mean, ideally it's the same. I'm going to get the same performance that you would get with iMovie. But like I said, it's just as good. And the only reason why I make this video because I don't agree with posting this. I'm not going to join the war what's better. To me, it's an operating system. Mac's going to get you what you need from a Mac. A Windows is Windows, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. I think Ubuntu is better, but I'm not going to stay here and like preach about Ubuntu because I mean it's pointless. An operating system is designed and developed to do what it's made to do, and that's to let you browse the internet. So I mean, hey, you get what you pay for, right? Um, Another thing he wrote, he said PC, you had to find the drivers. In his example, he used a printer. You plug it in, PNP, plug and play, and he had mentioned that PC, you have to find the drivers, and Mac, it auto installs and searches the drivers for you. Well, real quick, PC, Windows, Vista and 7 actually automatically looks for the drivers and installs for you. As for Windows XP, it does prompt you to look for the drivers, and you have to put the disk in or search online for the drivers yourself. But that's not even tough. Mac, I guess, does that. I don't know. I've had 3 Macs. You can check them out. I mean, I have proof that I owned one before. I'm not real thrilled with them. You know, looking back now, I was excited then, but now I'm not. It wasn't too big of a deal. So that's it. I mean, if you're using anything before XP time, update. I feel sorry for you for one, because I'm sure you're experiencing very slow and horrible times. But I mean, it's just unnecessary to say it auto installs, because Vista does and 7 does. Another thing is, he claimed that he bought a brand new PC computer to him, as he calls it, and it had a virus on it. How? That's what I want to know. I mean, it had to have been a used computer. It couldn't have been new, because if it did, which it didn't, they would never have shipped it out. If it was an OEM, which is an original engineer manufactured computer, let's say Gateway for an example, and you buy a brand new Gateway. I bought mine from Best Buy, and I had a virus on it, I believe I would take it back instantly. And they actually have the policy where you could do that. But the thing is they wouldn't ship out a computer with a virus on it, because 9 out of 10 times they're not even hooked up to the internet to actually see if they go online, because it's all made the same. It's on a factory line. A used computer that is new to you, yeah, it's gonna have a virus. But and my idea is you bought a new computer, you probably got on the internet, and the first thing you did right there was you got a virus. You probably went to a website you shouldn't have, and you got your virus from there. I mean, other than that, it's impossible to do. I mean, unless you've done stuff in the previous times and you have viruses on your router, your modem, and then you hook that computer up to the same internet connection, yeah, you're gonna get the virus. That's a no-brainer. But as far as that, a Mac is just as known as for getting viruses. I mean, just look it up. I'm not going to preach too big about it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Just want to clear that up. And that was my other thing was, Mac is known to get viruses. There was a contest to see who could hack a Mac, and Charlie, I believe, it was on Macworld. He actually hacked it in like 2 minutes or something, which is pretty good. Ubuntu, it's open source, so it's an alternative. But I mean, any computer has its own flaws. There's several operating systems out there. You have Ubuntu, you have Windows, you have Mac, you have Puppy Linux, you have Doran or something like that, which is an open source version of Mac. It's actually produced by Apple. And then there's several others out there, so you just gotta look around. But really, that's it. I mean, I can't say too much. I mean, it is what it is. But from one tech to another tech, research is a big deal. I mean, don't make videos just to make videos saying you think you know something, because then someone like me is going to reply back. Yeah, the pixelation, can't help it. It happens. Oh well. Get over it. Other than that, I mean, there's not much to say. This operating system war will go on forever. I mean, that's just how it is. It's always going to be Mac versus PC in other people's eyes. But, I mean, think about it. They're all the same. They perform the same. So why complain? That's what I think. Anyways, that's it from today's show. I'm Tyler from World of Tech, and as we always say here, get plugged in.